Good morning, or good afternoon, or good night. I don't know, wherever you are. Today's video is a little different. I want to talk about something that's been kind of bothering me, kind of weighing on my heart a little bit with in regards to Battlefield. I feel like Portal could have been the most amazing thing that us Battlefield fans have ever seen, but there's one major problem, and I don't think that it's what you think it is. So I'm gonna jump into that here, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so let's get going. So I think the biggest issue is not the frames per second. The frames per second are absolutely terrible on PC. Like you cannot, like, unless you got a 3080 Ti or a 3090, this game is almost unplayable, especially when you're streaming. But I don't think that's the biggest problem. I also don't think that the biggest problem is the hit reg. The hit reg is crazy bad in this game, and they definitely need to get that fixed. It's a huge problem in fights. I cannot tell you how many people I've shot over and over and over and over again, and they just don't die. I also don't think that the biggest problem is the huge wide open maps. That it gets pretty frustrating when you're playing Conquest, especially when you're just running and running and running, trying to cap an objective. It gets kind of crazy sometimes. But I really don't think that's the biggest problem. I truly believe that the biggest problem right now with Battlefield Portal is how the server system's set up. You see, Portal on the surface is amazing, right? It's got all the other games: Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 1942. It's got custom settings with insane detail. The possibilities are endless with people that know how to use this stuff. But there's a major problem. And the biggest problem is that when you create a server, you have to be in the server for the server to be live. There's no, back in Battlefield 4, we could just rent a server, and that server could be going infinitely, and people could join and leave as they want, right? But now, if I created this free-for-all server right here, but when I create this server, there's no one in the server at the beginning, and that's okay, right? But if people don't join and I leave, that server just disappears. So if I want to find a free-for-all, like I dropped a video, okay? I dropped a video like a week ago on me just absolutely bopping kids in free-for-all, which I'll link down below, by the way. But I have been looking for that free-for-all server ever since then. Every stinking day I get on and I look for that server, and it's just not there. And the problem that this creates isn't just that I can't find my servers and I don't get to play what I want, but the problem is because the servers are only live in your region when people are playing, there are no good games to be playing. There are no servers to be in at weird hours of the night. And I don't know, I know there's a lot more people like me. They're just like late night grinders, okay? And in the middle of the night, there's nothing to play because our region is asleep. And those servers that you like, if you favorite them, like if you look at the favorite thing, I've favorited so many different servers that I like, so I can go back and find them, and they're just not there because the person that created them is just not on. And then it also creates that the only thing that is in Portal are XP farms, because you can't have these other fun Portal servers. The only thing that's there is XP farms. Everyone just farms XP because everyone's too lazy to actually play the game. And there's also like no sense of community. Like I remember back in Battlefield 4, you keep going back to the same server and you play with the same people, right? And you make friends and you get to know each other. But now we're just stuck with this weird, like, if you're online, I can play, but as soon as you get offline, I'm just out of luck. Maybe one day Portal will be what we want it to be. But right now, I think it's not in a great state. It hurts me because I really want Battlefield to be good, man. And like, I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna love it. But man, it could have been so good. As always, remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.